emergency services say at least 5 people have been killed after gunmen opened fire on a bus stop. It happened just after the morning rush hour along a major highway. Israel police say the attackers were killed. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu just left the scene of the attack, and let's bring in CNN's Oren Liebermann now from Jerusalem with more on this. And did we hear Netanyahu speak at all, Oren?
We did, Brian. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu visited the scene of the shooting along a major highway in Jerusalem a short time ago. And as part of the statement he made at the scene, he acknowledged that the IDF, the Israeli military, and the security agency were hard at work, he said, and had thwarted what he called hundreds of attacks. But he admitted the failure in this case. Here is part of his statement. He said, the Shin Bet and the IDF thwarted hundreds of attacks this year, but unfortunately not this morning. These murders only increase our determination to complete the missions in Gaza, in Judea and Samaria, and elsewhere, or everywhere, in Judea and Samaria. He refers to the biblical term for the occupied West Bank. He continues and says, we will intensify our actions and achieve all our objectives. Meanwhile, the far-right finance minister, Bezalel Smotrich, who did not visit the scene, issued a fiery statement. He said that the villages from where these, quote, terrorists came from should look like Rafah and Bet Hanun. So an open threat there to demolish or destroy the villages from where these attackers came from to carry out the shooting attack that occurred just after 10 o'clock this morning. So shortly after morning rush hour at a crowded bus stop along a major highway there. Meanwhile, the Israeli military says they deployed forces not only to the scene of the shooting itself, but also to the Palestinian city of Ramallah in the occupied West Bank. It's worth noting that it's been a very long time since we've seen an attack, certainly of this magnitude, in Jerusalem. This goes back to, according to what we're looking at, November 2023, when 2 Hamas militants carried out a shooting attack in Jerusalem that killed 3 people and injured several others. It's been that long since we've seen a deadly shooting attack within the municipal boundaries of Jerusalem itself. In addition to at least 5 people who were killed in this attack, according to Israel's emergency response services, Magen David Adom, there were 6 people they treated in serious condition, 2 in moderate condition, and 3 in mild condition. In terms of those killed, Magen David Adom says there were 4 men, 1 in his 50s and 3 in their 30s, as well as a woman in her 50s who was rushed to the hospital in critical condition, where she succumbed to her injuries at the hospital. Brian?
And Oren, given that the Prime Minister was there on scene, clearly that showcases that the scene is secure at this point. Do we know where the investigation goes next? Do we know where these shooters were from, what their motives may have been?
Nothing official on where they came from yet. That's certainly part of the investigation, and that will be part of the effort of Israel's security agency, the Shin Bet, who will look into not only where they came from, but also how this was coordinated. Was it coordinated with Hamas or another terrorist organization? Hamas did not claim responsibility for the attack, though they did praise the shooters in the attack. So all of that will be part of the investigation itself. Again, where they came from, how this was carried out, was this part of a larger cell, or was this a lone wolf attack? And those have proven to be much harder to detect and stop when it is 1 or 2 people carrying out something where there is no intelligence to pick up on. That has proven to be a challenge for Israel's security services for not only since the start of the war, but for much longer than that.
And we'll also see how Israel retaliates, if there is any. Oren Liebermann for us in Jerusalem. Thank you.